A 44-year-old unhappy divorced woman meets her therapist's young son. They get to know each other and find comfort in their loneliness. Today we are counting down some interesting and unique films where the boundaries of relationship are challenged and the suspense of the story will hold you until the very end. So let's get started. At number 5 on our list is The Other End, 2016 Brazilian romantic drama film directed and written by Philip Scholl. The story follows Diego, a weird high school student whose mother is a psychoanalyst. Diego has a strange habit. He makes anonymous phone calls to his mother's patients and just listens to them without speaking, which he finds strangely satisfying. One day he gets strangled with Angela, a recently divorced woman. At first Angela thinks that her husband is the one making the silent calls. However, when she discovers the truth, she initially feels annoyed with Diego, but over time she becomes attracted to him and an unusual relationship begins to develop between them. But their affair faces interruptions, especially from Diego's mother, who strongly opposes their relationship. Now Diego must decide, will he leave everything behind to be with Angela or will he walk away from her? The movie is quite underrated. It has a decent IMDb rating and the performance feels quite realistic. The film has also won 3 awards at international film festivals. At number 4, The Double Plus 15 2019, the movie's main protagonists are Eric and Anna. Eric is a 19-year-old ordinary teenager with his whole life ahead of him. What dreams can a young man have? A decent job, a wife, children, a happy life is what society expects from him. On the other hand, Anna is a nearly 50-year-old married woman, a doctor with a perfect husband and kids. She seemingly has everything a person could need in life, yet she doesn't feel at peace. Her desire and dreams are searching for something new, but she doesn't quite know what it is. Anna and Eric meet on an online chat. They eventually meet in person, spend time together, and realizes that both of them feel a certain emptiness in their lives. Their chemistry and attraction lead to new experiences of love. As time passes, their connection turns into an unforgettable adventure that changes their lives. This Spanish movie tells such a story with a compelling presentation directed by Mikel Ruda. It has an overall IMDb rating of 6 out of 10. While this genre has many films, the director presents this one uniquely, offering a fresh experiences for the audience. At next, we have Mammal 2016. The movie is set in Dublin, where we see Margaret, a solitary divorcee. Her quiet and simple life is suddenly shaken when she receives devastating news from her ex-husband that her 18-year-old son has passed away, though she had abandoned him when he was just a child. Meanwhile, in this sorrow, a homeless teenager Joey from the same neighborhood enters her life, and Margaret offers him a place to stay. Over time, an unconventional bond develops between them, and unexpectedly Margaret finds herself having strong feelings for Joey, but her first and her ex-husband's anger keep coming back to haunt her. This movie beautifully explores the emotion of a mother who was never present for her child and never experienced the love a mother feels for her son. But when she tries to find her lost son in a boy the same age as him, she unconsciously tries to fill that void. The director captures this delicate emotional journey exceptionally well. The performances are outstanding, the dialogue are minimal yet impactful, and the film's quiet atmosphere is complemented perfectly by its soundtrack. It's a unique cinematic experience that won't disappoint you. So don't wait any longer, watch this remarkable Irish film today. At number 2, Too Close to Our Son 2015, Sophie, an investigator George, interrogates a fraud case involving Juliet, a woman who tricked and blackmailed her lover. While investigating, Sophie discovers that Juliet is the biological mother of her adopted son Leo. She then shares this matter with her husband Oliver, who is an advocate. Oliver advises her to drop the case, arguing that Leo has the right to know his true identity. However, Sophie rejects his advice and continues to hound Juliet. Seeing her attitude, Oliver secretly contacts Juliet and informs her about Leo. Eventually, Juliet learns that Oliver is her George's husband. This leads to a grieving game of cat and mouse between the two women. Juliet desperately tries to get closer to Leo, longing to reconnect with her son, while Sophie fears losing him and worries that Juliet might take him away. But then Juliet does something horrible that will leave you absolutely stunned. With outstanding performances, brilliant direction, and excellent editing, this film delivers a tremendous cinematic experiences. Finally, at last, Mr. Boy 2007, this movie is set in Edinburgh and follows a weird teenager Hallam. He lives with his father and stepmother Verity. A few days earlier, his mother had committed suicide by overdosing on sleeping pills and jumping into a lake. Hallam blames Verity for his mother's death. He spends most of his time spying on other people's house. His father pressures him to get a job, but instead of complying, he argues with him and suddenly leaves Edinburgh without informing anyone. In a different city, he meets a woman in the street who works at a big hotel. Hallam pursues her to help him get a job, and he starts working as a kitchen porter. However, he cannot let go of his old habit. He follows Kate, secretly watches her home, and eventually develops a romantic relationship with her. This is another brilliant coming-of-age indie film directed by David Mackenzie, exploring a teenage psychological struggles, obsession, and voyeurism. The screenplay and cinematography are top-notch, the performances are excellent, and the soundtrack fits perfectly. Overall, it's a funny, heartfelt, and well-made British drama film.